What's good, everybody? Cryosmark here. First, I'd like to say thank you for the support on the last video. I didn't really expect it to do that well. And I've been reading the comments. Y'all really wanted part 2, so here's part 2 of What If Naruto Was OP and Neglected. I recommend you watch the previous video if you're not sure what's going on. And without further ado, let's get started. So, Naruto is at his apartment that Minato is paying for because Jiraiya insisted that they kick Naruto out, thinking that he'd be in the way of Menma and Mito's training. So, he's busy training with Kurama and Hagoromo because, like I said in the last part, Naruto is like the reincarnation of Hagoromo, and Kurama is he's fine with Naruto, they friends and all that. Hagoromo manages to open the cage, so Kurama, he can free roam or whatever, give as much chakra as he wants to Naruto. So Naruto's busy training, and we move on to the next day, where it's the graduation exam. So the graduation exam happens, and they're called up to do the shadow clone, not the shadow clone, the clone jutsu, the transformation jutsu, and the substitution jutsu. So everyone goes. There are few students that didn't do so well. So then it's Naruto's turn. Everybody they make fun of him, saying he's a demon and he won't pass. And yeah. So Naruto does the substitution, the transformation, but when it's down to the clone jutsu, since that's Naruto's weak point, because he tends to put too much chakra and stuff, even though he has godlike chakra control, Naruto, instead of doing the clone jutsu, decides to shock everyone by doing the same amount of shadow clones. That's how do I say this? The amount of students in the classroom, he does the amount of shadow clones. It shocks everyone, especially Menma and Mito. And Sasuke, I guess, since he's a prideful Uchiha elite. Bro, nobody cares if he's an Uchiha elite or not. Menma gets pissed, and remember when I said Mito was the only person kind to him? Yeah, after embarrassing everyone and bodying everyone in the pre-graduation, she started despising Naruto because she was embarrassed when she gave up. So yeah, now that they're gaining, and what's this? Mizuki, instead of telling Naruto to get the sacred scroll of sealing, he gets a random kid, but that kid refuses, saying he can do whatever else he wants. So Mizuki, he then steals the scroll for himself, but as he does so, Naruto, we time skip, not really a time skip, but we move on to when it's in the evening. Mizuki steals the scroll. Naruto notices this. He chases Mizuki down. They end up in the forest, and Naruto he goes ham on Mizuki, bro. He folds the man. To when Hiroka Sensei shows up, Naruto gives him the scroll, and Hiroka thanks Naruto and thinks that Naruto isn't all that bad as the people say. So that's where the bond between Naruto and Iruka Sensei begins. So the next day, when it's like for the teams to be selected, everyone is staring at Naruto, like just glaring at him, but he doesn't care. Iruka comes in and he tells them their teams, but then something else happens. He then announces Team 7 would be combined as two teams, having Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno, trash can, yes, trash can, Sakura Haruno, Sasuke Uchiha, Menma Namikaze Uzumaki, or Uzumaki Namikaze, whatever floats your boat, as well as Mito. And their senseis would be Kushina and Kakashi. So Kushina arrives on time, but Kakashi he's late. So when Kakashi gets there, he tells everyone to go to the roof. But as soon as he tells everyone to go to the roof, Naruto body flickers to the roof without anyone noticing, and by the time Kakashi gets there, when he body flickers up there, he's shocked as Naruto is there, and he's like looking up in the sky, not caring about anything. And Kushina also happens to body flicker, but her body flicker is slower than Kakashi's. She's shocked that Naruto was there quickly. And then, not too long after, everyone else comes up there and they glare at Naruto the same as usual, asking how did that dope get here before us? So they all introduce themselves. Here's how the introductions go. The Kakashi says the same thing in canon. Sakura says the same thing in canon. Yes, Sakura says the same thing in canon. Sasuke doesn't, because the Uchiha clan is still alive, because Minato is the Hokage, and there's no need for the Uchiha clan to get killed, since he's like, nah, let me not kill them because they'd be a great asset to the Leaf. He just says he wants to help his best friend Menma become Hokage. So yeah, Menma's dream is to become Hokage, and says to get rid of a certain demon, and then he stares at Naruto. And Mito says she wants to be a great kunoichi like Tsunade. And Naruto, by the time it's his turn, Naruto says he wants to bring peace to the world. But wait, let me rephrase that. He wants to be Hokage and bring peace to all the ninja, all the nations. Everyone scoffs at this, thinking, how is a demon gonna bring peace and all that? Yeah, and I forgot to mention Kushina, her likes and dislikes are I don't know, she likes caring for her family, her husband, dislikes certain demon, staring at Naruto, everyone's dislike is like a certain demon except for Kakashi. I'm gonna say Naruto trained a bit with Kakashi, because Naruto was on his own training, and then Kakashi happens to be there, so they train and they have a good bond. He tells them about the bell test and how they shouldn't eat or they'll puke. So they leave. Kakashi leaves, and before everyone else leaves, they stand up in front of Naruto while he's sitting down. They tell him how he's gonna fail the belt test and he'll be going back to the academy and that he shouldn't even bother being a ninja. Naruto, he just ignores them and body flickers to his apartment. So then, we move on to the next day. Kakashi is late, and Naruto is actually also late, but only by a few minutes before Kakashi is. They shout at him saying how asking why is he late, and he doesn't answer to them, and this pisses them off, especially Kushina and Mito. Basically everyone's just pissed off lately. Kakashi appears and they all wonder why Kakashi is late. Naruto doesn't bother asking. So yeah. How many of them in the team again? Let me just check. Yeah, there's 5 of them. So there's 4 belts. Hold up. Math. Do math. Yeah, there's 5 of them. So then Kushina and Kakashi pull out 2 bells each, telling them how they have to take out the 2 bells, how they have to take the bells from them, and they pass. But then, like Sakura asks why there's 4 bells and then there's 5 of them, and he just says that not Kushina says this, but Kakashi says if one of you doesn't get the bells, then it's back to the academy with you. Everyone is scared except Naruto, but Menma and Mito are yeah, our mom won't do that to us, but they are a bit scared. So then it's time to start the bell test. Everyone scatters towards the bushes, except Naruto. Now, the rest, the 4 getting the team, they be like, what is he doing? He doesn't think that he can take 2 Jonin on Kushina. She gives a sadistic smile, saying how a demon bright like Naruto is gonna manage to take on her and Kakashi. Naruto, who then just stays silent. This makes Kushina get pissed. She starts rushing at him with her adamantium chains, and he just dodges it. They hit in the ground hard, making them stuck. Then she pulls them out after a few a few seconds. Kakashi pulls out his book, thinking Naruto isn't gonna be able to handle 2 Jonins, even though Kakashi also trained Naruto. So Naruto creates a shadow clone that goes after Kushina, and the real Naruto goes towards Kakashi. As the real Naruto rushes towards Kakashi, Kakashi sees that he's still reading his book. As he's reading, Naruto rushes at him with he creates 4 shadow clones. You might be wondering why 4? Because, let me say this. Give an in-depth thing of what Naruto's gonna do. Naruto, since he has all 5 chakra natures, since he trained with the Sage of 6 Planets, which led Naruto to have all 5 chakra natures, rushes at Kakashi with his clones, and then he creates jutsu of each of the natures. The real Naruto does wind-style air bullets. The second clone creates a fireball jutsu. third clone creates a water dragon, and the fourth creates like lightning armor around it, rushing at Kakashi, and then the last one, creates an earth pillar, making Kakashi shake a bit as he's risen up in the sky. As the jutsu are about to hit Kakashi, he substitutes with a log. And everyone in the bush is like, bro, what the hell? How does he have all 5 chakra natures? This pisses off Sasuke and Menma especially, thinking how he's so weak, but then he's actually not. So yeah, back to the Shadow Clone fighting Kushina. They engage in an intense taijutsu brawl. Then Sasuke and Menma getting tired of waiting, they launch at Kushina as well. Kushina manages to dispel the clone, and as the smoke of the clone clears, she sees Menma rushing towards her as well as Sasuke. Menma rushes like from her left and Sasuke rushes from her right. She dodges this, which makes Menma and Sasuke punch each other in the face. Mito, who was a bit more smart, she like creates shadow clones cause like she trained with Minato, Kushina and Jiraiya, and Tsunade. She knows shadow clones, so yeah. He like hurls a few, he hurls like a 5-star Phoenix Flower Jutsu cause she has an nature affinity for fire and wind. So she does that with her clones, and then the real Mito does like air bullets to make the clones, to make the fire like grow stronger. Kushina barely dodges this, causing her to burn on the side of her arm. She's like proud of her daughter for managing to put a scratch on her. And Menma gets up. He creates like 5 shadow clones, rushes towards Kushina, and they all engage in a taijutsu battle. Now back to Naruto and Kakashi. Kakashi barely dodges the jutsu Naruto launched at him with the shadow clones. So as Kakashi decides to put his book away, needing to take this seriously, and he rushes towards Naruto. The two have an intense taijutsu battle with kunai. Naruto manages to touch one of the bells, which Kakashi is like shocked and also kind of proud. So this leads to them continuing their taijutsu battle until Naruto delivers a hard blow to Kakashi's gut with his fist, making Kakashi nearly spit out blood, cause that's how hard the punch was. So Naruto kicks Kakashi up in the air, creates a couple of shadow clones. They all rush at Kakashi in the air, and then pummel him in the air, bringing him down to the ground as well. Kakashi then passes out from this because he didn't really take this seriously enough. Naruto takes the bells, heads towards Kushina as Menma, Mito, and Sasuke get tired of this. Sakura is still in the bushes, being useless. Then Naruto rushes in without anyone even able to see him because he's that fast. as soon as he stops in the air and delivers a massive roundhouse kick on the back of Kushina's head, which makes her fall to the ground head first. Like, this like shocks and me too, especially cause like Naruto just put their mom like hard in the ground with a kick. Like, this created a small crater. He takes the bells. Kakashi wakes up like a few minutes and sees that Naruto is the only one having lunch as the rest of the four are tied up to a pole. Naruto finishes his lunch and everyone else is like hungry and stuff. Naruto just like, if you want these belts here, just take them. He throws them at him. They ask why. And Naruto just like, it's just like, because I felt like it. Then they laugh at this, saying that he's going back to the academy. And Kushina says no, he's not. With venom in her waist, like she hates to inform them that Naruto is going to be again on Team Kakashi and like Team Kushina. Of course, this is a combined team. Kakashi gives a thumbs up, and everyone is like excited, but then the excitement goes down as they realize Naruto's gonna be on the same team as them. But they don't really care. So yeah. So this was like the bell test. Like and subscribe. And I know this like is like a bit short. Actually no, it's not really that short, but like I wasn't sure how to make this way, but like I might try to double upload, but if I can't, I'll upload sooner or later. I'm making this a bit more better, cause like this might have been a bit boring, but this part covered the bell test. So the next upload will cover the land of Razork and most likely half the Chunin exams or the whole Chunin exams. So yeah, stick around for that, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.